Hey, what is up, yo? This is George I. Courtright, and this is once again a mad week with who? Me, George I. Courtright, aka GIC. As you can see, I am by my lonesome. Hey, it's time to practice rolling solo. You never know when I have to do this or where I'm gonna be. Uh, hey, I gotta hold the fort down because I'm the creator of this motherfucker anyway, so why not fucking do it once in a while by my fucking lonesome? But, where do we usually start off? I talk about what I did this past weekend. What I did this past weekend was go up to Sedona, Arizona. A lot of people say, ooh, it's all pretty and shit like that, the mountains and the landscape and all that shit. I'm not that type of motherfucker that cares too much about that shit. But hey, it's somewhere different. Go somewhere. Saw wifey's folks and whatnot. Ate some good food and I played golf. As a lot of you know that I try to dabble in the sport of golf. I am fucking horrible, but I'm going to try to get better this year. In order to do that in golf, that means a lot of practice, a lot of practice, a lot of practice. So I need to do time at the driving range, go hit some balls here's and there's. But I want to get better because I fucking suck. I lost about 6 balls this past weekend, which is actually pretty good for me. Usually I lose one like a hole or something like that, so that's about 18. Yeah, I've gone through a shitload of balls before, but hopefully I'm gonna be getting better on that. So had a good time this past weekend, but now got back to the grind on Monday and ready to fucking rumble. And unfortunately, I keep saying a lot of times at the end of my show, I will say, hey, I hope the week is going to be lame. I really hope the week is going to be lame because that means nobody's killing somebody, nobody's dying, and just shit isn't going to hit the fan for the next coming show. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Just a lot of bullshit happened. And a lot of the stories that I'm going to be touching base on right now is going to involve sports. So I'm going to get the non-sports stories out of the way first and then end it with the sports stories. I'm trying not to do the thing, but since it is just me and I don't have somebody to bounce back and forth with, the show is probably going to end a little bit earlier. But hey, you still get to listen and enjoy me. So let's start what we fucking have. Still keep doing that shit. One thing, I talked about this a couple weeks ago. As a matter of fact, several weeks in a row, shit keeps happening in Atlanta and their transportation shit. The first one was the collapsing of a bridge for one of their highways. The next one was a shooting on their public transit, the train for them. And this week, a fucking highway buckles due to a utility leak. Shit, I don't know how old Atlanta is or what the fuck's going on with their infrastructure, but shit is constantly going wrong with their highways and bridges and shit. And then, people are probably afraid to go on the train for a little bit. So how are people going to get around in Atlanta? I don't fucking know. But transportation already sucked. My sister used to live in Atlanta, and I went down to visit. And transportation, like getting around by highway and shit, already was hell. Hell trying to do that shit. But this is going to make it worse with different highways shutting down for repair and shit. And of course, they're probably going to look at how to prevent this from happening in other places where they already know there's a problem so it doesn't happen fucking again. And then it's just a fucking clusterfuck down in Atlanta when it comes to transportation already, and this shit is making it worse. So that's too bad for Atlanta. Sorry, Atlanta. Hopefully shit gets better. First, your fucking Falcons roll the fuck over and decide they don't want to fucking be shit in the Super Bowl, then transportation goes to hell. It ain't looking good for 2017 Atlanta. Hopefully things get better. All right, that was the not so bad shit. Next, not so bad shit is Bill O'Reilly actually getting fired off Fox News. I think last week we talked about him doing getting charged with sexual harassment and shit from being on his shows. Different people had been surfacing saying that how much he was an asshole and treating them like shit. Well, he's officially fired. I heard he wasn't shit anyway. It wasn't something I watched. You know, I'm starting to get into politics a little bit more, but I'm still not that in depth to watch a whole show about politics from somebody like Bill O'Reilly, especially on Fox News. I heard that wasn't shit to be watching anyway. It's a bunch of bullshit. So, deuces to Bill O'Reilly, but he's still gonna get like a severance package. I heard, yay millions of dollars just because he was under contract and they're firing. I don't know how that really works. There should be some kind of stipulation saying that if you fuck up, like sexually harass people, we can cut you out of the contract without paying. But as of right now, from what I hear, he's gonna be getting paid, even though he's gonna be getting fired. So, so once again, deuces, Bill O'Reilly. Another deuces, and this is an unfortunate deuces. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s dad, so Cuba Gooding Sr., died today, age 72. A lot of people probably don't, they know of Cuba Gooding Jr. from, his, Show Me the Money and type shit, all the movies that he's been in. He's been in some good movies, but they really don't know his dad. Well, his dad was Cuba Gooding Sr., who was in the singing group Main Ingredient. You're probably still like, what the fuck is that? Main Ingredient? Shit, I cook with Main Ingredients all the fucking time. No, that's not the fucking case right now. Main Ingredient was a singing group back in the day. One of their major songs was Everybody Plays the Fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime. Yes, that's what it was. So you probably heard that song before somewhere, sometime. That was a group with Cuba Gooding Sr. Rest in peace, Cuba Gooding Sr. A lot of people are passing away, celebrity-wise. I'm not going to be able to touch on all of them, but some of the ones that, affected me in a little bit, Cuba Gooding Jr. and his brother, Omar Gooding. Growing up, I used to watch that show, Wild and Crazy Kids. Omar Gooding was on there. That's where I first learned about him, and just talented family. It's crazy how talented father, two sons are. Just crazy shit like that. So once again, rest in peace, Cuba Gooding Sr. Let's see. I'm trying to do this in orderly fashion, but let's just go ahead and jump into it. This Facebook Live shooter. This motherfucker, Steve Stevens. Motherfucker went on to Facebook Live, a platform that gives people an opportunity to just broadcast anything they want across the internet, and it goes right onto Facebook. I actually used that for this show for a little bit. I used that to actually use Facebook Live for George Miss 2016. Those of you who know what George Miss is, actually, if you would like, you can go to Facebook, look up George Miss, GeorgeMas, and it has its own page. But anyways, I use Facebook Live to broadcast my birthday party, live stream that for people who couldn't make it that year. But this motherfucker decides he wants to use it for some horrific shit. This motherfucker goes on, talks about how he he wants to just go on a killing spree and wants to kill as many people as he can. He ends up killing elderly man uh, on live streaming that shit. He live streams, says he killed. He live streams killing an elderly man, and he also talks about how he killed 13 other people. As of right now, they have not confirmed that 13 other people have been killed by this man, but they did verify, obviously the one elderly man that he did kill. His name was Steve Stevens. He was this was in Cleveland. He fled Cleveland in a white Ford Fusion with Ohio tags. I kept hearing it on the news and shit. So that's how, that is what stuck in my mind. Well, that happened on, I think it was Monday, and there was manhunt across the country because they said he fled Cleveland, didn't know where he was going, and saying he's trying to kill as many people as he possibly can. Well, he went to a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. The person at the drive-thru noticed that, hey, this looks like that motherfucker who killed people on Facebook Live. So she ended up calling the police. Told them, hey, we need to take a little bit more time to get these French fries out for you, which actually stalled them and gave enough time for cops to come. When the cops came, a little bit of a chase, but he ended up taking his own fucking life. So Steve Stevens is no longer on this earth after he killed somebody on Facebook Live, and then he took his own life a couple days later when he was discovered in a McDonald's drive-thru in Erie, Pennsylvania. It was Erie, Pennsylvania, where it was. But this fucking world is getting crazier and fucking crazier. And I asked a coworker of mine, is it that social media is just giving us a platform or giving us the opportunity to get this information sooner, quicker, and just it's just easier to get this information? Or is social media creating these monsters? People want to be so infamous or just get attention on social media, so they go out and do these horrible fucking things and put it online. People are committing suicides online. They're either committing suicides, saying that they're gonna commit a suicide just to get attention. They're doing killings and just vulgar type shit online just to get attention. So is it that social media is giving us the opportunity to get that information easier, and it's always been there? Or has social media created a fucking monster where people are just doing shit just to get the attention that social media will bring? I don't fucking know. I don't have somebody to bounce this off of. This is just thoughts of George I. Courtright. So I don't know. Shit is fucking mad. And that's why I say, that's why I call the show a mad week, because shit just keeps happening. Not only did this Facebook Live motherfucker kill motherfuckers, the dude over in Fresno on Tuesday, Corey Ali Muhammad, he killed 3 people in Fresno, pretty much saying how he hated white people. And he was online, just doing social media type shit, saying how much he didn't care for white people. And it seems like he went downtown Fresno and shot 3 random people just because he hated white people. That's very unfortunate. Plus, it comes to find out that he is linked to a prior shooting that happened on the 13th, the shooting of a security guard at a Motel 6. So this motherfucker is just out there killing. He killed 4 people, and just mad, man. It's just mad. Why are you out here killing people? If you don't like what society has going on, if you don't care for the world that you're in, just do us a favor and take your own life. Don't take others. Others didn't have shit to do with your fucking problems. Just help us out. Don't fucking kill us. Don't kill other people. Just it bugs the fuck out of me, man. It really does bug the fuck out of me. But that's the world we live in. He was it's supposedly that he said God is great when he was out there shooting people. He said it in a different language, but it translated to God is great. People, man. People, people, people. All right. Let's see. All right. On to some brighter fucking news. Sports. I'm gonna not be such a fucking Debbie Downer right now and do some of the more positive things. Positive things such as, oh my gosh, Ronda Rousey and her boyfriend are now engaged. Yay! They've been dating since 2015. She is now engaged to Travis Brown, who is also an MMA fighter. You know, we know Ronda Rousey from being this big time, superstar MMA fighter. Used to be the baddest woman on the planet supposedly, and then she got her ass beat 2 times in a fucking row, and now people don't even fucking know about what she's gonna do with her career. Shit, after her first loss, it's alleged that she tried killing herself. So not sure where her career is gonna go from now on. The article that I read was like, oh, she's engaged now. What's gonna happen to her career? We were wondering what the fuck is gonna happen to her career since that second loss. She mentally was very unstable after the first one, so that second one had to fucking hurt. So we shall see if she's even gonna come back to the ring. Maybe she's gonna take some time off to just get over getting her ass beat. Getting your ass beat probably hurts. It probably fucking hurts. But if that's your profession, you're gonna have to get used to it. You gotta do something about that shit and not be a fucking baby. Get back up and roll with the punches. But anyways, so Ronda Rousey is engaged now. Another bright side in sports, Serena Williams, who was currently engaged to, I didn't write his fucking name down. Whatever. Her and her fiance are now pregnant. Serena Williams, the Grand Slam Masters. She holds a record for most Grand Slams and shit for female tennis. So Serena Williams, congratulations on your pregnancy. Yay. So we're gonna go back. Try finding some happy shit, but that's about it. Unless you want to talk about how the man who shot Will Smith, not the actor Will Smith, but former New Orleans Saints football player Will Smith. The man who shot Will Smith gets 25 years. He shot Will Smith in April of 2016 for some road rage bullshit. So he ended up getting 25 years. The survivors of Will Smith are kind of upset because it wasn't, life or, more than the 25 years. And the guy's relatively young, so therefore he probably will be out in the streets, after that, unless he pulls a Aaron Hernandez. Bang! Aaron Hernandez, as you know, is the tight end from New England Patriots who was convicted of killing some motherfuckers, and he went to jail, and he allegedly committed suicide. This was yesterday that he committed suicide, but I saw the news today, and it said it's confirmed that it was actually a suicide. It's kind of strange to me that he would, commit suicide in prison, but that's what they say happened. So therefore, hey, you know, he was gonna be in jail for life anyways. Once again, deuces, Aaron Hernandez. And why I say it seems weird is because he just got acquitted. He was just in court the other day and got acquitted of another murder. Uh, and although he was acquitted of the other murder that he was supposedly attached to, he did get another 4 to 5 years added onto his life sentence, which is kind of silly to fucking even do anyway. What's that gonna fucking do? Hey, after you're dead, we're gonna put your fucking urn underneath the prison just so you can serve that 4 to 5 more years. What's the point? But anyways, they said that in that court hearing, he was smiling to a little girl that he fathered. So his daughter. I'm saying what I read. He fathered a child. It's his fucking daughter. Then you fuck. All right, but anyways, he was smiling, waving to his daughter and whatnot, and he seemed like he was in good spirits. And then the next day, they found him hanging in a cell with some Bible scripture or whatever on his forehead. So that's what they reported. They said it's confirmed. It still seems a little bit shady to me, but that's just me. Let's see. Oh, I just seen this one. This one's weird as fuck. This happened, I think the story posted about 8 hours ago. But Cyrus Kouangio, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his fucking name, so we'll just say Cyrus K. For the Buffalo Bills. He's an offensive lineman. They found him in a field, not fully clothed, so half naked, most people would say. They found him in a field half naked, yelling, "Shoot me." I guess he was not too far away from an accident on the street, so he fled the scene, jumped an electric fence. He jumped an electric fence, and then they found him in the field, yelling, "Shoot me." They did not arrest him, but they did take him to get medically examined. So I have no idea what the fuck is going on there. It's just a weird story, and I definitely am gonna keep going back on NFL.com tomorrow and the next day to see what the fuck happened with this dude. Did he accidentally kill somebody? Was he on drugs? Is he just fucking crazy? But and why the fuck was he half naked? Why was he half naked? And how the fuck do you climb a electrical fence? Isn't that the whole reason that it's electrical? So once you touch it, it shocks you and you get the fuck off. But he supposedly climbed an electric fence. So a lot of things about this story, very interesting and fucking mad. A mad week. This is George I. Cortright. Let's see. Did that. Sad, some sad shit, man. Some sad shit. Still in sports. On Friday, Todd Heap accidentally ran over his daughter, his 3-year-old daughter, in their driveway. Todd Heap played with the Baltimore Ravens for 10 years. Played for my Arizona Cardinals for his last 2 years in the league, and his daughter was in his driveway, and he was in the truck, and he didn't see her, and accidentally ran the car over her, and she passed away. And this was in Mesa, Arizona, so not too far from where I am doing my show, in the same metropolitan area. This happened, and it was an accident. They said that he was not under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or anything like that. It was just pure accident. I didn't see any more details on, was she playing, where was he going, why did he not see, and all that stuff. Nonetheless, it was a fucking accident, and he ran over his 3-year-old daughter, and that was one of 5 children that he has, and it's just an unfortunate thing. And another loss in the sports world comes to Isaiah Thomas for the Boston Celtics. His sister passed away on Saturday after she was in a one-car accident. I didn't see the details on this either. If anybody gets the details, please post it on A Mad Week on Facebook. But it doesn't say if she was drunk driving or whatnot. It happened late, like wee hours of the morning. So, it seemed like she was partying or something. But we don't know that. At least I don't know that. So if anybody knows that information, please let me know so I can put an update on the page. I did a couple of the updates last week. So I would love to put some updates on this one. It's unfortunate because, well, not only he's losing a sister, but it's playoffs as well, and he has to decide whether he's gonna play or he's gonna mourn or he's gonna try to use basketball to keep his mind off of the situation. And what he's been doing is playing basketball. Over this season, he averaged 28.9 points per game. In the first playoff game, he had 33. The second playoff game, he had 20 points. So is it affecting him? It seems like he's doing about the same, but I know emotionally he's fucked up inside. And the Celtics did lose both of those games. So right now they are 0-2 against the Chicago Bulls. Boston was the number 1 seed. The Chicago Bulls was the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference, and it looks like Chicago's going to do an upset. And it might be a little bit due to the emotional state of the Celtics as a whole. They're a team. They became number 1 in the Eastern Conference, so that winning and success brings people together like that, especially a historic team like that. There's all kinds of banners up in the sky. When you look up, you're trying to fucking win, and they haven't been that good the past few years, and now they come back and they have a chance to do this. And one of their brothers, when you're on a team, you become like family, and you're pretty much in the trenches with your teammates, and you become family. So Isaiah's loss is going to affect his teammates as well, because it's just everybody's going to have a heavy heart. So unfortunately that happened, and I've been watching NBA playoffs, so that's why I took more time on this one than any of the other stories. Only have a couple stories left. One main one. Is it main? I don't know if it's main story. But 50 Cent is possibly getting sued for... Alright. Yeah, alright. Funny on this one. This obviously is 50 Cent, so it ain't sports. But anyways, 50 Cent possibly getting sued by this woman that he punched at a concert in Baltimore. He was making an appearance with another group in Baltimore at a concert, and somebody grabbed his hand and started pulling him off. He turned around and just socked whoever it was just to get that person off. Ends up being a lady. Donita Durr. Donita Durr was the person that he socked. He socked her in the chest. So, obviously, you feel sorry when you find out that it's a lady. So what he did was he apologized. He brought her up on stage and let her do some twerking and all that shit. Seemed like everything was cool, but obviously people trying to get money. So therefore, it says the next day she went to the hospital because she had pains in her chest, and somehow and due to that she decided to get a lawyer too, and now she's probably gonna sue. The thing about this one is that Kevin Gates, another rapper, one of those newer rappers, I really couldn't. Actually, that two phones, motherfucker. I got two phones. I think that's Kevin Gates. Whatever. But new guy. He got sentenced to 6 months for kicking somebody in the chest because they grabbed him. Now, the situation with this pisses me the fuck off. You know, these motherfuckers are worth, hundreds of thousands, $1,000,000. They're up there performing and shit. There's no reason why people in the fucking crowd should be grabbing them, trying to do anything to them. They can put their fucking hand up, and if the entertainer tries to touch or shake hands, high five, whatever, flirt with the girls or whatever, that's cool. But somebody trying to grab them, you don't know who the fuck that is. You don't know their intentions. I was at a concert. It was an Insane Clown Posse concert. Shit got fucking crazy. I'm near the front row and shit. One of the dudes comes down. Well, no, actually, he lets people up on stage because they end up letting people up on stage at the end of their show. So one of the motherfuckers ends up taking the chain off of one of the Insane Clown Posse dudes, Violent J, and tries to run back into the crowd and shit. Well, Violent J jumps down out off the fucking stage and starts punching the motherfucker. So my story is about, hey, you don't know people's intentions when they're trying to grab you or whatever. You don't know if they're trying to fucking just hurt you, clutch you, or anyways, you're fucking up there performing. You don't know their intentions. You gotta defend yourself. Unfortunately, this so happens to be a woman. I think Kevin Gates might have been a woman too. But maybe these women shouldn't be fucking putting their hands on people up on fucking stage. That is not your place to do that shit. Don't do that shit. Yeah, you might, yeah, he felt bad, obviously, because he let her up on, like, hey, we cool, twerk, you get your fucking cell phone out, take selfies, whatever, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. But now she's gonna fucking sue him, and there should be some kind of rule where it says if you can't do that to entertainers on stage. It should be. There is not, but there should be. Now, speaking of motherfuckers getting punched, there was an altercation at a Royals baseball game where a man punches a lady who allegedly spit in his face, poured a soft drink, is what they call it, a soft drink. No, actually, he poured a soft drink in her purse. She spit him, was hitting on him, and he ends up socking her. You want to see the footage? I got the footage.
Oh, what the fuck?
I found out about this because a buddy of mine, a guy I played football with, is actually right next to the whole altercation. He said that he was assisting the lady, trying to hold her back and trying to break shit up, and this dude ends up punching her. So he is in this video. A different angle of the video actually went to TMZ, so that's the actual first video that I saw of this. But this one shows him. He is actually between the lady and the man. I'm gonna show it again because this is my buddy, and I think it's fucking funny that he was there. So I'm showing it again.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
So, contrary to the 50 Cent situation. This man is out of goddamn control, man. I don't punch dudes like that. I've never thrown a first punch. And to do that to a lady like that, yeah, she might have said some fucking words. She might have fucking spit in your face, wiped the shit off. And she might have, slapped him, whatever. Do this similar shit back. But to haul off in a jacker like that, that is fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up. Yeah, she probably shouldn't have been doing what the fuck she was doing, but that did not deserve hauling off and clocking that chick. That she got pretty fucked up on that one. So I think it's crazy, and thank you, buddy. I'm not gonna say your name for different reasons, but thank you for giving me something to talk about. It's funny that you're in the video. And I think this is all that I got. All kinds of shit, man. Oh, last but not least, the NFL schedule came out today, and I am such a fucking huge football fan. Was blessed, if that's what you want to call it, to have played college football, where I met some of the best people ever. But now I am such a fan of the NFL season, and they released their schedule today. Found out that my Cardinals will be opening up in Detroit on the 10th, and their first home game is going to be against them Cowboys. So that's going to be my first home game. Yes, I am a season ticket holder, and that's going to be cool. I try to go to at least one away game a year, and the one that I was planning on going to was the Houston game against the Texans. Arizona Cardinals versus the Texans, but due to situations, that game is, I think, is on the 19th of November, and it's too close to another prior engagement that I have, so I will not be making that. So Smelly, if you're seeing this, I am not going to be able to attend the Houston game because it's scheduled against something else that takes precedent. So therefore, I got to find out what game I'm going to go to. And that's all I got for now. Once again, I'm going to say, hopefully, next week is going to be nice and lame, where, we talk about fun shit, find some things. Buddy of mine said, hey, since it's just me, talk about some songs or whatever. It's been about 40 minutes, so I've talked long enough. You don't want to hear me talk anymore since I ain't got nobody here. But hopefully next week, I'll just be talking about some movies that I've seen, some fucking songs that I like, CDs that I like, because that means that nobody got murdered. The fucking country's going smooth. Everything's happy, and it was rainbows and unicorns and puppy dogs and ice cream and fucking gumdrops and shit. Hopefully, everything's gonna be good. But either way, I'm gonna be back next week with another mad week. This has been George I. Courtright. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just enjoying this. Thank you for supporting me. I do this because I can. Dude, life is fucking great. Be good.